Hey, this is it. If you were waiting for an invitation, this is it. You're officially invited to be part of the generation that is changing the world. My name is Jay, and I am the founder of a grassroots nonprofit organization based here in Calgary, Alberta. And we are creating the opportunity for everyday people to play a part in changing the world by eradicating extreme poverty. And we're doing this by providing the chance to refocus some of the $1 trillion that we spend on one another at Christmas time towards projects in the poorest villages of the developing world. And not just any projects, but projects that are coordinated to the specific end and purpose of creating lasting and sustainable change. So getting those people out of extreme poverty. I don't know if you know this, but in our world, I think over 25,000 people die every single day from fully preventable causes. Stuff like malaria and diarrhea and starvation. Over 800,000 people are going to go without a meal today and every day. It just doesn't make sense. And most people would say this is horrible, but to me this screams opportunity, it screams possibility. If I take a look at the $1 trillion we spend on one another in North America alone at Christmas time, and the possibility of refocusing it towards these projects in the developing world, man, we could change the world. We could eradicate extreme poverty. And I believe that so much that about 3 years ago, I sold my stuff and invested it in me doing this full time, creating this opportunity called Christmas Future. And it's been an amazing ride. At last count, I think we've got over 75 volunteers working with us to make this happen, 2 full-time people, a great board of directors. There's organizations here locally that are helping to make this happen, to make it a reality and bring this vision to the world. It's incredibly exciting. And we're doing it. We are actually doing it. This last Christmas, 2006, we launched a pilot project at the Calgary Science School, and 600 kids at that school learned about extreme poverty, global citizenship, the way things are in the world, and were given the opportunity to go home and ask their parents to redirect the spending of a gift for them towards the building of a school library in Sauri, Kenya. As well, the teachers at that school said, whoa kids, if you're going to buy me a present, don't buy me a present, refocus the money towards that same project. And in doing so, that school raised over $11,000 to construct that school library in Kenya. And again, that school project isn't just one-off, it's part of a holistic plan for that village to get out of poverty sustainably. It's amazing. So it's going. Our next steps, what are our next steps? We launch Christmas Future to North America this Christmas, Christmas 2007. It's an exciting time, but to get there, we need to raise $450,000 for operating costs and startup costs, stuff like salaries and office space and communications, that kind of thing. Typically, a nonprofit organization would ask rich people, ask governments, ask corporates if they could throw in big buckets of money. And then we thought to ourselves, well, if we're about everyday people changing the world, why wouldn't we ask everyday people to help us with this first round of funding? So that's what I'm doing. I'm asking you to log on to our website, www.christmasfuture.org, click the donate button, and throw in 20 or 50 or 100 bucks into the hat and help us change the world and to be part of the generation that already is changing the world. It's been so incredible and it's already happening. This is the generation that's going to eradicate extreme poverty, and I'm thrilled to be part of it. And as I said, we're already doing it. Why don't you join us?